Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. What is going on? Shout out to the folks in the chat. I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. We got the play-by-play with the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. The game should start here in less than 5 minutes. We got a few minutes till the game starts. So how we feeling tonight, folks? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? What is going on? We got Ray in the building. We got Desiree in the building. We got Stephen B. We got Brooklyn in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. We got Susan in the building. What's up, Susan? How's it going? But we got the final game of the series between the Yankees and Orioles. Let's hope the Yankees could take 2 out of 3 before their day off tomorrow when they head back to New York, and they will host the Tampa Bay Rays. So let's see what the Yankees bats do tonight. I'm curious to see what their bats are going to do. The game is on Prime. Yes, Stephen B., it is on Prime. So for those that are wondering, it is on Prime. And Susan says it's really hot outside. What's the weather like in New York? What's the weather like back home? What's up, Dev? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Hey, Frederick is in the building. What up, Frederick? I know I'm not calling you Jacob. That's because there's you and the other Jacob. But you're the better Jacob there, Frederick. You're the cooler one for sure. No doubt about it. Your Guardians finally won a game last night. Oh, that's nice. Guess what? My Yankees won a game last night. Oh, man. But I wish the Knicks won last night too. But obviously, Knicks didn't win. It's going to go to Game 6 tomorrow. So, Size of a Beetle Bug says, live on Staten Island. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, what's the weather like, man? What's the weather like in Staten Island? What is it hot? Like, how hot is it? It's warm. It's a bit windy, but warm. Tomorrow will probably freeze. Yeah. I know in my area right now, it is raining. It's cloudy and it's raining. It was sunny earlier. Now it's just raining. Knicks and Pistons is a great series, no doubt, but still, clearly I want the Knicks to win. So, can we boo Jacob DeMa when he gets on just because we – I got a new thing for the soundboard there, Stephen B. You wait. There's a boo, but there's something else. It's very short, so I just wait for it. 72, breezy, sunny. Ooh, that sounds freaking perfect. Hot in Virginia, surprise, same in Baltimore. Yeah, makes sense. Baltimore, Virginia, very, close to each other. But I'm going to turn the game on right now. Let me get this game cast up. The game should start here shortly. Oh, Frederick, trust me, I'm really considering it. I'm really considering taking his wrench away and giving it to you. Oh, man. The joys of being a content creator. I get to take away wrenches, give wrenches anytime I want. But here's the Yankees lineup, folks. Paul Goldschmidt, Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, Ben Rice, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Pablo Reyes, Jason Dominguez, Oswald Peraza. That is your lineup. Cade Povich is your starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. Left-handed pitcher, 1-2 record with a 5.04 ERA in 5 starts. So the game should – Povich got his warm-up pitches in. Looks like he is ready to go. And Paul Goldschmidt's ready to go. And the first pitch to Goldschmidt is a swing and a miss or actually a foul ball for strike one. It's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt, who's batting .363. Yeah, that's usually – I can't control what other people do, Stephen B., but I appreciate that. And it's 0-1 to Goldschmidt. Here's the 0-1. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. So it is a 1-1 count to Goldschmidt. And here's the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That was a 78-mile-per-hour curveball. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt. season versus left-handed pitching. Batting average at 615, 6 extra base hits. Those are some wild numbers right there. Count now is even at 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2. And Goldschmidt smacks that foul. So count is still 2-2. So Orioles defense, you got Ramon Laureano, Cedric Mullins, and Heston Kjerstad in the outfield. In the infield, you got Ramon Urias, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holliday, Ryan Mountcastle. Adley Rushman is your catcher, and Goldschmidt pops that up. And who makes the catch? It is Gunnar Henderson for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the first. So, Susan, my guess is that Reyes, you're probably going to see more playing time from him because of the fact that Jazz is he's going to probably go on the IL. I mean, they haven't made an official announcement, but you want him to get as much playing time as he possibly can so you can get used to seeing the field because he's been on the bench. You know what I mean? He's barely seen any playing time, but we're going to see more playing time from him more than likely. As Trent Grisham is at the plate, and he takes ball 1. He's batting .294 so far this season. Swing and a miss there from Grisham. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, called Italian Pizza. How you doing? And here's the 1-1. And Grisham goes over the third baseman's head to left field, and he is on there with a 1-out single. It's a 1-out single for Trent Grisham, and that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Nice hit there by Trent Grisham. Hits it to the opposite side of the field. So Jazz thinks he'll be back soon, possibly Friday. I hope they're not rushing him back. And this does bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate, who's been on fire this season. And the first pitch to Judge is in there for strike 1. Judge batting .412 with 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, and OPS of 1235. It's no balls, 1 strike with 1 out, runner on first. And here's the pitch. And Judge hits that ball deep into center field. Mullins looking up, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Aaron Judge. Oh, baby, Judge is on fire. A 2-run home run. Yankees take a 2-0 lead. They're on the board. 10th home run of the season. 112.1 miles per hour on the exit velo. 426-foot home run, people. We got to play that siren one time. Where are you at? Let's go. And just like that, the Yankees are on the board 2-0 on a 2-run home run by Aaron Judge. It is his 10th home run of the season. And that brings up Ben Rice to the plate. He takes ball 1. So count is 1 ball, no strikes to Ben Rice. And here's the 1-0. It is 1-1 now to Ben Rice. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Rice. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. And here's 1-2. Rice gets a piece of that. Still staying alive. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, for real, Beetle. You ain't lying about that. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. Povich sets. Here's the pitch. And did he go? Third base umpire said no. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Aaron Judge has a 27 game on base streak, folks. And here's the 3-2. And swings and misses. First strikeout of the game for Povich. after giving up the two-run home run to Aaron Judge. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the first. And here we have Anthony Volpe at the plate. And he takes ball 1. Yeah, DM Judge is a monster. Absolute monster. Two balls, no strikes now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 outs here, top of the first, nobody on. 2-0 count to Volpe. Yankees have a 2-0 lead on a 2-run home run by Aaron Judge. It's 3-0 now to Volpe. As Povich sets here on the 3-0. It's a long set. Here's the 3-0. That is in there for a strike. Count is still 3-1. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? And the 3-1. Volpe fouls that off. Count is full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. He is a large man there, Susan, indeed. As Povich sets, here's the payoff. And Gunnar Henderson steals a hit from Volpe. Right, that hit was right to Gunnar Henderson as he makes the out for out number 3. But the Yankees are on the board. It's a 2-0 lead. And on a 2-run home run by Aaron Judge, we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. What's up there, Buckeye? Yeah, I know. It's just so wrong. So wrong. But the Yankees have a 2-0 lead. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Carlos Carrasco will take the mound here. But how we feeling? Yankees are on the board, folks. Aaron Judge still doing Aaron Judge things. I mean, my God, it never ends with this guy, you know? So batting average right now at 417. He's got an OPS of 1268. Those numbers are just insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, man. We'll have to check some other Major League Baseball scores here soon just to see what's going on around other Major League Baseball world. But here we have I got you, Stephen B. Don't worry. I see you, Petruzzi. I got some for you. Mullins, Henderson, Rushman, O'Hearn, Laureano, Holiday, Mountcastle, Kerstead, Urias. That is your starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, as Carlos Carrasco is on the mound here for the Yankees. Yeah, you are 50% on your way. Yes. No, it's not. It's not your own. It's definitely not your own. You're not that special there, Petruzzi. But Carrasco's first pitch to Mullins is in there for strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count to Cedric Mullins. As Carrasco sets, here's the pitch. 1-1 now. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cedric Mullins. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cedric Mullins. Carrasco sets here And here's the 1-2. Pitch is high. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cedric Mullins. And here's the 2-2. That is fouled as Mullins gets a piece of that. So still staying alive. So Lance Barksdale is hitter friendly. That is the home plate umpire. And Carrasco sets. Here's the 2-2. Count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Cedric Mullins. And here's the payoff. And Mullins rips that to right field, and it goes over Judge's head. Judge makes the play, throws into the infield, and he'll hold Mullins to a single. So it's a leadoff single here for Cedric Mullins. So the Orioles have a runner on first. Yankees defense in the outfield, you have Dominguez, Grisham, Judge. Infield, you have Peraza, Volpe, Reyes, Goldschmidt. At the dish, you got Wells. DHing is Ben Rice. On the mound is Carrasco. And that does bring up Gunnar Henderson. As he hits a grounder, Reyes goes to Volpe. Volpe goes to first, but they do get the runner out at second. So we have 1 out here in the inning. Gunnar Henderson is safe at first base. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first with a runner on first, and that'll bring up Adley Rutschman. What's up, Daniel Berry? Buckeye says report is in, and I will fight to live. You will, man. You'll be fine. Gunnar Henderson is good, no doubt. Don't worry, Petruzzi, I got you. It's not a music. It's just another soundboard thing. So you wait. But it's 1 ball, no strike here to Adley Rutschman. And it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Adley Rutschman. So runner on first, bottom of the first. With 1 out here, it's 2 balls, no strikes to Rutschman. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. As Carrasco sets here on the 2-0, here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Adley Rutschman. Nah, it's not that, Stephen B. As Carrasco sets, here's the 2-1. And grounded. Oh, and Ben Rice stops it, but Carrasco slid to first base to try to make the out, but could not get there. So runners are safe. We got runners on first and second now. They're checking to see if he was out at all. Goldschmidt with a nice stop tosses it to Carrasco. Carrasco made every effort to try and get him out at first base. Good effort by Carrasco, but yeah, just could not get there on time. Rutschman beats him out. So runners on first and second with 1 out here, folks. And O'Hearn is at the plate now, is up to bat. Carrasco checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to O'Hearn. Oh, we got my boy Gusto in the building. Like, share, subscribe, he says. Appreciate you, man. And O'Hearn fouls that pitch off. It's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to O'Hearn. Game time is almost here there, Gusto. And here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to O'Hearn. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, go check out your daughter's play, bro. By all means, man. Have fun with that. But I still appreciate you popping in. Third base umpire said he did not go. So it's 2-2. That's funny, Buckeye. Yeah, I agree, man. It's going to be a great time for sure. And here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. O'Hearn swings and misses. First out of the game for Carrasco. We have 2 outs now here in the inning with runners on first and second. Carrasco trying to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. That does bring up Laureano. You got about till 5:15, so you got like 20 minutes, give or take. As Carrasco sets, here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. So it is 1 ball, no strike to Laureano. As Carrasco sets, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs. As Carrasco sets, here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. So let's see if Carrasco get his second strike out of the game. Got 2. So Laureano calls time. Looks like he's ready to go now. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Laureano. And here's the 1-2. Misses on that pitch. It's 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. What's up, Beagle? What up, Chua? So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Bottom of the first here. Here's the 2-2. Misses on that pitch. It's a full count now. That'll release the runners on first and second. So big pitch coming up here. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Laureano. Let's see what happens here. Here's the payoff. And he swings and misses. Second strikeout of the game for Carrasco. And that is out number 3. We are going to the top of the second. The Orioles do get 2 hits, get no runs, leave a couple of runners on, and no errors. And we are going to the top of the second now, folks. All right. Have a good night there, Dorn. It's not yours specifically, but you're definitely going to be getting a lot of this. So here you go there, Petruzzi.
Boo, you suck.
Hopefully you heard that one. If not, I'll play it again. But Yankees have a 2-0 game. Oh, play it again? All right, hold on. Let me raise the volume.
Boo, you suck.
But the Yankees have a 2-0 lead going into the top of the second. So let's see if they can add any more runs. Let's hope they can add some more runs to this game. Try to give Carrasco a comfortable lead. So Let's see what they do. You should vote on. No, you don't get to vote. Hobbits are hard of hearing, Brett. Oh man. No, I definitely don't want to give you power. No way. You're out of your mind. And Austin Wells is leading things off here in the top of the second. And it is an 0-1 count here to Austin Wells. What's up, Bill? Chua, I think the Warriors can close out the series tonight, yeah. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Austin Wells. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. So Wells has an RBI in 5 consecutive games, ties career high. And here's the 2-1. And swings and misses. It's 2-2 now to Austin Wells. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells. Yankees have a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. As Povich sets. Here's the 2-2. And it's a grounder. Gunnar Henderson makes the play, throws over to first, and he gets Austin Wells out for out number 1. Nice play there by Henderson. Hey, Petruzzi, your comment there? Your comment there, you know what I got to say?
Boo, you suck.
One more time, Petruzzi.
Boo, you suck.
There you go. And that does bring up Pablo Reyes, who swings and misses on the first pitch. It's 0-1 to Pablo Reyes. As Povich sets on the 0-1. And Reyes hits that ball, and it is foul. Gave that one a ride, but it's a foul ball. It's 0-2. And a Yankees fan gets a souvenir. So it is no balls, 2 strikes here to Pablo Reyes. Oh, Bill, I didn't know you had surgery today, man. Go heal up, man. I mean, I appreciate you tuning in. I do, but go heal up. Go heal up, man. I'm glad. Hopefully you feel better. And here's the 1-2 as Reyes pops that up to left field. And the catch is made for out number 2. Petruzzi, once again.
Boo, you suck.
And we got Jason Dominguez at the plate. It's an 0-1 count to Dominguez. Dominguez fouls off that pitch. It's 0-2 now to Dominguez. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Dominguez. And it is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dominguez. Dominguez still has to make his improvements against left-handed pitching. His numbers against right-handed pitching is phenomenal. Aaron Judge hit a 2-run home run there, Beagle. It was a monster shot, too. And here's the 1-2. And Dominguez hits that to left field. And a nice little diving play there by Laureano as he steals a hit from Dominguez for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the second, folks. No runs, no hits, no errors. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second will be coming up. We are in a commercial break. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Wednesday? Was everybody's Wednesday good? Everybody have a good Wednesday? Everybody had a good day at work? What did you all do today? Did you all work today? Did you have a day off? Like, was work busy? How's everybody feeling? But the Yankees do have a 2-0 lead. Let's see what's going on around other games around Major League Baseball. Let's see what we got here. So 0-0 Guardians Twins, bottom of the fourth. Cardinals beating the Reds 3-0 in the top of the second. Pirates beating the Cubs 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Phillies beating the Nationals 3-0 going into the top of the second. And you got Tampa Bay, Kansas City about to start, Boston and Toronto about to start, Mets, Diamondbacks about to start. And you got Milwaukee and the White Sox starting here in a little less than 40 minutes. Tigers beat the Tigers beat the Astros 7-4. Rockies beat the Braves 2-1 today. Dodgers beat the Marlins 12-7. Mariners beat the Angels 9-3. Padres beat the Giants 5-3. And then looks like it's a doubleheader. So in the first game, the Cardinals beat the Reds 6-0. So those are your scores, folks. And Carlos Carrasco is back on the mound, and we have Jackson Holliday at the plate. It's 1-0 to Jackson Holliday. Gusto wants to see some mat action. Okay. And here's the 1-0 as Jackson Holliday hits that to center field, and that'll drop for a single. Ball gets away from Grisham for just a moment, but gets it back. So it is a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second for Jackson Holliday as the Orioles have their guy on. Susan says she's feeling great. Terrific day. Nice. Good for you. And here we have Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. He takes ball one. So it's a 1-0 count to Mountcastle as Carrasco sets. And here's the 1-0. And Mountcastle sends that ball for a ride to left field. And looking up is Dominguez. And that ball is gone. A 2-run home run from Mountcastle. And the game is tied up here in the bottom of the second. It's a 2-2 game as Mountcastle hits a 2-run home run. So game is tied up at 2. Second home run of the season for him. 106.9 exit velo. 395-foot home run, folks. So it's a 2-2 game now, folks. It's a 2-2 game. And that'll bring up Heston Kjerstad. So still nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And that is ball one to Kjerstad. It's 1 ball, no strike to Kjerstad. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss to Kjerstad. So count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Cool, Chua. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss It's 1-2 strikes now. Let's see if Carrasco could get his third strikeout of the game. As Carrasco sets. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as Cortes strikes out. Whoop, wrong one. And that is the first out of the inning. I guess I picked. Here's Sunil. Let's see what he has to say. I guess I picked an adequate time to come in and sound off my Taco Bell soundboard after eating a bad chalupa. Well, I got something to tell you there, Sunil, for that comment. Here you go. Here you go, Sunil.
Boo! You suck!
One more time.
Boo! You suck!
There you go. You're welcome. And we have Ramon Urias at the plate. It is a 1-0 count. It's 2 balls, no strikes now to Ramon Urias. And here's the 2-0, and Urias sends that pitch for a ride, and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run by Urias as the Orioles take a 3-2 lead here against the Yankees. The Yankees are now trailing. So 2 home runs given up in this inning by Carrasco. That's the second home run of the season for Urias. That exit velo was 100.5. The distance was 383 feet. So, yep, Carrasco is getting beat up in this inning, folks. Getting beat up in this inning, and the Yankees are trailing now 3-2. As we are back to the top of the lineup for the Orioles, as Mullins hits that ball, and it looks like Judge makes the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Did you find that funny there, Gusto? And we have Gunnar Henderson at the plate, who is 0 for 1. He takes a strike. I'm going to start playing that more often now. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Carrasco could get another strikeout here. Get his 4th strikeout of the game. As Carrasco sets. Here's the 0-2. 1-2 strikes now. So 1-2 strikes here to Gunnar Henderson as Carrasco sets. Here's the 1-2. And it's a single that passes Volpe. So it's a 2-out single here for Gunnar Henderson. The Orioles keeping this inning alive. And that'll bring up Adley Rutschman. So Adley Rutschman coming to the plate here. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. Had a single in his first at bat. It looks like Wells is going to the mound to talk with Carrasco. Paul Goldschmidt coming over as well. Looks like the infield is in there talking with him. So all right, they had their little meeting. Now we would get back to playing time. So let's see what Carrasco does here against Adley Rutschman. That's a good question, Susan. I mean, they got a few guys that they can put in. And here's ball one as Gunnar Henderson steals second base. So we have a runner on second now with 2 outs as Gunnar Henderson steals second base. It's 1 ball, no strike to Adley Rutschman. As Carrasco is checking Henderson at second base. Here's the 1-0. It's 2 balls, no strikes now. So the Orioles are leading in this game 3-2 here in the bottom of the second. So a 2-0 count to Rutschman with a runner on second. Here's the 2-0. And Rutschman gets a single there. Judge fields it, and that'll score Gunnar Henderson. It is now a 4-2 game as the bats are doing work here against Carlos Carrasco. So he's not having a strong outing here so far. So the Orioles are leading in this game 4-2. Yankees are down 2 runs now. Once again, Orioles are keeping this inning alive. And now we have Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He takes ball 1. So runner on first now. Bottom of the second. Orioles are leading this game 4-2. So it is 1 ball, no strike here to O'Hearn as Carrasco sets. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 now. All right, man. Have fun. Thanks for popping in there, Gusto. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. It's time to play that 2-strike horn. As Carrasco sets on the 1-2, here's the pitch. Did he go? He did not. It is 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to O'Hearn. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. Bottom of the second. And here's the 2-2. And it's a line drive right to Pablo Reyes. He makes the play for out number 3, but the damage has been done as Carrasco gave up 2 home runs, and the Orioles are leading 4-2 here against the Yankees. We're going to the top of the third, so not a great inning there by Carrasco. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here. Hopefully they can tie it up. Still early. I mean, it's not like the 8th inning or anything like that, 8th or 9th inning. So still early. There's still time for the Yankees to make a comeback here. Hopefully the bats can make something happen here in the top of the third. But once again, folks, we are in a commercial break. I do appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Yankees are down 4-2, so both teams trying to win the series today. Let's check these. You know what? I might check NBA scores just to see what's going on around basketball. It's got to be some NBA games today, right? Okay. You'll have the Warriors and Rockets start here in a little over 10 minutes. Timberwolves and Lakers will start here at 8 o'clock or No, 10 o'clock. Oh, wait. No, that game. Okay. Warriors Rockets will start in about a little over 10 minutes. Timberwolves Lakers, couple of hours. So, but Oswald Peraza is leading things off here for the Yankees here in the top of the third. What's up, Joel? How's it going, man? Yeah, Carrasco, yeah, he's not great, unfortunately. No consistency with him as Peraza swings and misses on that pitch. It is 1-1 to Oswald Peraza. But how are you, Joel? How's your day, man? Here's the 1-1. And Peraza hits it right to the third baseman. And Peraza looked like he almost beat the run there, but Urias does make the play for out number 1. And we are back to the top of the lineup. Paul Goldschmidt is coming to the plate. It's a good hit there, but it was right to Urias. You saw a count in 2 today. How was it there, Joel? And here we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup here in the top of the third as Goldschmidt swings and misses on the first pitch. And I just realized I didn't have the game cast up. It was great. Cool. And here's the 0-1. Count is 1-1 now. And here's the 1-1. And umpire calls that one a ball. And oh my God, Joel coming through with the 5 strike zone memberships. Joel, you, my friend, are the man. A round of applause here. As Goldschmidt pops that up for out number 2. 5 strike zone memberships gifted. Let's read off the names here. So Felix Nunez, Terry D24, Ken from Myrtle Beach, Jonathan Sosa, and Jordan Kaiser. Those are the strike zone membership recipients. Joel, you are the man. Once again, round of applause, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Joel coming through with the generosity. Thank you so much, man. And congrats to those who received the membership. And we have Trent Grisham at the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had a single in his first at bat, also scored a run. It is 1-1 now to Trent Grisham. And here's the 1-1. Misses on that pitch. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. So the Yankees are down 4-2 in this game. Here in the top of the third. As Povich sets, here's the 2-1. Finds the strike in that pitch. So 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Povich is at 47 pitches right now. And here's the 2-2. 3-2 now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. What up, Giku? So 3 balls, 2 strikes there to Trent Grisham. As Povich sets, here's the payoff. And Grisham walks. So it's a 2-out walk for Trent Grisham. So he will take first base, and that does bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, who hit a 2-run home run in the first inning to give the Yankees the lead. So let's see what he does here. So 417 batting average, 10 RBIs, 31 or 10 home runs, 31 RBIs, a 1267 OPS. Those numbers are just insane for Judge. As he takes ball one. So 1-0 count to Aaron Judge. So 1 ball, no strike here to Aaron Judge. As Povich throws over to first to check on Trent Grisham. So after today, the Yankees do have a day off tomorrow before they go back to the Bronx to host the Tampa Bay Rays in a 3-game set. And here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. So it's a 1-1 count, 2 outs here, top of the third, runner on first. Povich sets. And here's the pitch. It is 2-1 now to Aaron Judge. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Judge. Povich sets. And Povich throws over to first to check on Grisham. That was a second throw over. And here's the 2-1. Oh, and that pitch is a wild pitch. Grisham will go to second on a wild pitch by Povich. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. And now they're going to intentionally walk Aaron Judge. So now we have runners on first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. As Ben Rice is going to step into the batter's box here, just adjusting his gloves. So we got runners on first and second. Judge was intentionally walked on a 3-1 count. This does bring up Ben Rice, so it'll be lefty-lefty matchup, and the first pitch is in there for a strike to Ben Rice. So the Yankees have 2 runners on. A solid hit from Ben Rice would get both runners to score. And did he go? They said he went around. It is 0-2 now. That is quickly an 0-2 count now to Rice, and the replay does in fact show that he couldn't hold up. Povich sets. Here's the 0-2. And he misses on that pitch. It's 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice as Povich sets. Here's the pitch. And Rice pops that one up. It looks like Gunnar Henderson is there to make the play. He does make the play for out number 3, so the Yankees do leave a couple of runners stranded. It is a 4-2 game. We are going to the bottom of the third, folks. Yankees are trailing 4-2. And let's see what Carrasco does here in the bottom of the third. Yeah. Had an opportunity to, at least get a run in, at least if they were able to trail by 1 run, it would have been great, but they're trailing by 2 still. The bottom of the third is coming up. So once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I'll greatly appreciate it. If there's anybody new that's out there watching this, come join. Nathaniel Isaac is saying, why do we always struggle versus Baltimore these days? Baltimore is a good team. I mean, their pitching is not great, although right now their pitching is looking good right now, as of right now, right? But they got some good bats. They got guys in that lineup that could hit. And they're an AL East team after all. You know, anytime the Yankees play against their division rivals are always going to play them tough. It's just the way it goes, man. So, and not to mention they're in last place in the division. I mean, you would think, yeah, Yankees should be crushing them, but they're gonna try and do everything they can to get out of the basement. So I don't think this was a season that any of us expected for the Orioles. Honestly, I didn't expect them to be in last place right now. That's hard to believe, honestly. But you know, their pitching to begin the season, their pitching isn't great, to be honest. And they got injuries now, so it's like right now their starting pitching particularly is not the greatest. But they are doing work here against the Yankees, so. But we have Laureano at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He takes ball one. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 as Laureano fouls off that pitch. It is 1-1 now to Laureano. And here's the 1-1. Misses on that pitch. It's 2-1 now. And here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Laureano. Carrasco right now at 51 pitches as he sets here. And 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out Laureano for out number 1. So nice strikeout there by Carrasco. And that'll bring up Jackson Holliday to the plate. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles are leading 4-2. And the pitch from Carrasco is a grounder hit to Goldschmidt, tosses it to Carrasco as Carrasco steps on the bag for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Carrasco. Carrasco trying to go 1-2-3 here as that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle, who hit a 2-run shot in the 2nd inning to tie up the game for the Orioles. And Carrasco sets here. And the pitch is ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to Carlos Carrasco. Or excuse me, Ryan Mountcastle, sorry. So it's 1 ball, no strike. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1 now to Mountcastle. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike here to Mountcastle. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 1-1. That is fouled. It is 1-2. Get that 2-strike horn playing. Let's see if Carrasco could get another strikeout here in this inning. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mountcastle. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd as Carrasco sets. Here's the 1-2. And Mountcastle hits a grounder to 3rd base. Peraza throws over to 1st For out number 3, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Carlos Carrasco. So much better inning there for Carrasco. And we are going to the top of the 4th. The Yankees are trailing 4-2. We're going to a commercial break. So Carrasco, gave up 4 runs. So far, he's got 4 strikeouts, no walks. Just those 4 runs have I've ruined him a little bit. That's the messed up part about it. He's given up 7 hits so far. But let's see what the Yankees can do in the top of the 4th. Yankees defense, they just had that one misplay from Goldschmidt. The bats just got to get going right now. I'm concerned about the bats. The bats have to get going. They're Susan. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the top of the 4th. So they're still trailing by 2. I'd be happy if they could tie up the game going into the bottom of the 4th. But we are in a commercial break, so the game will resume here shortly. So we'll see how the Yankees offense does here. Let's see if they could get something going. They're going to have to cook something up. So showing the city of Baltimore here. Let me pull up the game cast. Volpe leading things off here in the top of the 4th. He is 0 for 1 in today's game as he takes strike 1. He lined out in the first inning. Povich sets pitches. That is in there for strike 2. So it's a quick 0-2 count here to Anthony Volpe. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe as Povich sets. Here's the pitch, and Volpe fouls that one back. And it is 0-2. Here's the pitch. It's 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe. Yankees are down 2 runs right now. Love to at least tie this game up. And here's the 1-2. Count is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe. Povich right now at 62 pitches. Here's the 2-2. And Volpe pops that one up into right field. Kerstead makes the play for out number 1. And that does bring up Austin Wells, who was 0 for 1 in today's game, as Austin Wells hits that into center field, but Mullins is right there to make the play. So it's the second out here in the top of the 4th, as Austin Wells swings at the first pitch, and that'll bring up Pablo Reyes, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. So 2 quick outs here in the inning. And it is 0-1 to Pablo Reyes. And here's the 0-1 as Reyes fouls that back. It's 0-2 now to Pablo Reyes. As Povich sets here on the 0-2. It's a long set here. Here's the pitch. It is 1-2 now to Reyes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Volpe is hitting better than Soto? What? For real? Are you playing with me, Giku? And here's the 1-2. Whoa, that pitch is high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even. Started off as 0-2. It's now 2-2. And here's the 2-2. Full count now to Pablo Reyes. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Povich sets. Here's the payoff. It is ball 4, and Reyes draws a 2-out walk here. So it's a 2-out walk. He will take first base, and that'll bring up Jason Dominguez to the plate. So a home run by Dominguez will tie this game up, folks. So let's see what Dominguez does with this at bat. I'll look it up there, OG. I'll look it up. And pitch to Dominguez is ball 1. And here's the 1-0. And Dominguez hits that to Urias as he throws over to second for out number 3. So Yankees do leave a runner on. Still a 4-2 game. We're going to the bottom of the 4th, folks. So Yankees are still trailing in this game 4-2. Oh, Petruzzi's back. Oh, hello, Petruzzi.
Boo! You suck!
There you go. That's for you. But bottom of the 4th here coming up. Yankees are down 4-2 in this game. So let's see. I don't know if Carrasco is going to be back on the mound. We'll find that out here shortly. No, Jacob, I'm definitely not going to get sick and tired of it. I'm going to have so much fun. Oh, man. But yes, we are in a commercial break. But yeah, Yankees bats right now just not alive right now. The Yankees bats just need to get going. So let's see what they can do. Well, it shows that his batting average is at 250 for Juan Soto. Volpe is like 230, I think, right? Volpe has more home runs and RBIs. That's wild work. Huh. Why is the Martian still hitting from the right side? Guarantee he will strike out. Well, he's going up against a lefty pitcher. What happened with Carrasco there? He threw a strike. What happened here? Did he lose his footing? Ooh. That didn't look good. Looked like his ankle buckled or something. That was weird. I guess he spiked himself. I thought he stepped the wrong way. And Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees, but it looks like Carrasco's okay. It is an 0-1 count to Heston Kjerstad, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. And Kjerstad gets a hit and a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth for Kjerstad. The Orioles have a runner on. Oh, we got my boy Ace in the building. Chia. What up, Ace? How's it going, bro? Shout out to the Ace Avenue. What's going on, man? How you feeling? And we have Ramon Urias at the plate. He fouls off the first pitch. So one out or nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth, runner on first. Baltimore still leading this game 4-2. So it is no balls, one strike here, bottom of the fourth. As Carrasco sets here. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, 1-1 to Urias. Yeah, Carrasco got smacked around earlier today, or earlier in the game. They're down 4-2 right now, so he's got to try and get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Urias. Yeah, but I mean, since he's a switch hitter, though, right, Susan? I mean, he's got to start making his improvements from the right side of the plate. And here's the 2-1. Did he go? Yes, he did. It is even at 2-2 now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But it's always been known that Dominguez does not hit well from the right side of the plate. And that's something that he's going to have to work on. So from the left side of the plate, no question, he's great, but it's just something that he's going to have to work on. It's just going to be growing struggles for the young player. And here's the 2-2. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Carrasco sets, here's the payoff, and that is fouled. Yeah, but of course that's Bernie Williams, though. You got to give Dominguez some time. It's his rookie season, so as I always say with the rookies, you've all heard me say it a million times. You got to manage your expectations with the rookies. You got to give Dominguez time. We know he can hit from the left side. That's not a problem. The right side, yes, it's a bit of an issue, but hopefully over time he does make improvements. He makes his adjustments, works on his mechanics on the right side of the plate. Got to give him some time. So as Carrasco throws over to first base to check on the runner, Kjerstad. And it's still a 3-2 count here to Urias says he strikes out, and Kerstead steals second base. Uh-oh. Oh, are we going to see a brawl? We might see a brawl here, folks. A brawl here on the live play-by-play. Looks like there was a little bit of a... Oh, the bullpens are coming out. Oh, man. I think Kerstead and Reyes kind of got into a little bit of an argument. Well, nobody threw anything. I think they're just having a little talk there. Looks like everybody's fine. Bunch of little drama queens coming out there acting like they're going to fight. Pfft, whatever. So Kerstead slid into second base. Reyes was trying to jump up for the ball. He landed on Kerstead. It looks like Kerstead said something to Reyes. Reyes' leg landed on Kerstead. Kerstead started barking off. Reyes started saying something. And yeah, Reyes was responding back. Volpe was trying to calm things down. So was Carrasco, but then players started coming. The umpires just was trying to break things up. Benches cleared, the bullpen cleared, but yeah, I mean, he jumped to try and make a catch to try and tag Kerstead out. I mean, I don't know what Kerstead's getting upset about, honestly. Well, Carrasco's night is over. So Tim Hill should be coming to the game. Top of the order will be coming up here after the commercial break. Again, the growing pains of a rookie, Susan. The growing pains of a rookie. Remember, there were people out there saying that he was going to be the next Mickey Mantle. Oh, the fake tough guys? Oh, Ace, bro. I love the fake tough guys. Those are my favorite. Oh, my God. Yeah, like I said, you got to give Dominguez time. I mean, he's gonna make mistakes, right? It's just, you can't expect this guy to come out and absolutely kill it. So, you got, like I said, you got to manage your expectations with the young players, with the rookies. You got to let them develop, and hopefully they could develop into the player that we all hope for. So got to give Dominguez time. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. Once again, yeah, we know he can't hit from the right side of the plate, but that is, he's going to make improvements. Hopefully, it's just gonna take some time. We all wanted to see this guy play, right? A lot of us were, and I remember so many fans were upset when he wasn't called up to the roster when they expanded the roster. And when he didn't get any playing time I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. But anyway, we're back to the game as Mullins takes ball one. Tim Hill is in the game. He's taking over pitching duties. Verdugo, yes, Ace, thank you. I don't know why I drew a blank on his name, but I remember when Verdugo was still playing and Dominguez wasn't playing, like fans were in an uproar. You know what I mean? Like, now Dominguez is playing. He's getting a shot, so let him get a shot. Let him play. He's got to learn. He's going to make mistakes. So I'm not necessarily expecting anything big from Dominguez this year. But I mean, like I said, I like what I'm seeing from him as Mullins pops that ball to left field and Dominguez makes the play for out number 2. Kerstead will stay at second base. As shown in last year's scuffle when Clay Holmes looked like I think that was Kerstead. He threw the ball right to his head. It was definitely not intentional. I remember that game. It was rainy as Gunnar Henderson grounds out for out number 3. That is the end of the 4th. And we're going to the top of the 5th. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do. Yeah, we can't give up on players, man. I mean, look, it's the same thing like when Volpe was a rookie. I'm sure you talked about it a bunch of times, Ace. Like, on your channel, I've talked about it many times. They were saying he was the next Derek Jeter, and they had these big expectations. His rookie season, he sucked. Like, it was like, I hate to say it, but he wasn't great. And folks were already ready to send him back down. And second year he was better, right? I mean, he made slight improvements, not much. The third year, I mean, year three, here we are. And is he going to make those improvements? Is this a make or break year for him? I mean, defensively, he looks great. The bat, still needs work. Talk to Ace. Susan's asking me, do I think he will be a good switch hitter? Only time will tell, Susan. Only time will tell. Even before he came up to the majors, like there was always that conversation that he was never really good against left-handed pitching. He was never good from the right side of the plate. But once again, you got to give him time. Yeah, Verdugo was good defensively. I've always liked his defense, but his hitting was atrocious. Giku says that Dominguez could use. Look, if Dominguez and I've said this in the offseason, if he goes 20 home runs, bats 250, sign me up. I will say that is a good season, a good rookie season for him. If he could be average against right-handed pitchers, there, Ace, I'll take it. Above average, I would be better, but if he could be average, that would be great. As long as he's killing it from the left side of the plate, man, I'm happy with that. And here we have Oswald Peraza. He takes strike 1. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. We are here in the top of the 5th. It is a 4-2 game. The Yankees are losing. And Peraza hits that to center field. Mullins running back, and he makes the play for out number 1. And we are back to the top of the order here for the Yankees. That'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And Paul Goldschmidt takes ball 1. It is 1-0 to Goldschmidt. For sure, Ace. I mean, listen, if he's average against right-handed pitching, then so be it, man. As long as he's smashing it from the left side, from the left side. Oh, you're saying he's good against left-handed pitching? Just be average versus right? Am I reading that right? But it is 2 balls, 1 strike here to Paul Goldschmidt as Povich sets. Here's the pitch. It is 3-1 now. Yeah, no, I get it, Susan. But like I said, from a switch hitting point of view, like give him time. Give him time to improve from the right side. Let's hope he can make those improvements. And here's the 3-1 as Goldschmidt hits that ball into left field. And that ball is Good! A solo home run for Paul Goldschmidt. It's a 4-3 game. The Yankees are trailing by 1 now. We got to play that siren. Exit velo, 109 miles per hour, 425-foot home run. That's what we're talking about here. As Goldschmidt hits a solo home run, it is a 4-3 game now. The Yankees are trailing by 1. As that brings up Trent Grisham to the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. Yeah, Petruzzi, our scuffle would be a little bit different, though. Okay, that was a typo. He's going good against right-handed pitching, be average. Yeah. No, you're good. Oh, you're driving? Bro, focus on the road. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. Do me that favor, man. I'd never ask for a lot of favors from you, bro, but don't pay attention to the road, man. Safety is more important. A nice home run there by Goldschmidt. The lead now is cut down to 1. And here's the 1-1 to Grisham. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now. Oh, okay, cool, Ace. Yeah, bro, if you're in the drive-thru, fine. But if you're driving, man, don't text. Eyes on the road. It's 3-1 to Grisham. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. So it's a full count. And Grisham gets a piece of that. It's a foul ball. Still staying alive. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. You know, Ace, you know, I'm thinking about taking away your boy's wrench here, man. He keeps misbehaving. You might have to tell your boy here to start behaving. I know he's a good dude, but he might have to have a little chit-chat. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. With 1 out here in the top of the 5th, the Yankees are now down by 1 run on a solo home run by Paul Goldschmidt as Trent Grisham strikes out for out number 2, and that'll bring up the captain to the plate. Chick-fil-A, I love Chick-fil-A. Yeah, man, you better talk to your boy about how to behave. Yeah, he does get a little excited. It's okay. But it looks like the Orioles are going to have a pitching change here. So we are in a commercial break. Woo! Brad coming in with the fire. Yeah, count on the captain. A solo home run will tie up the game here. So But we are in a commercial break right now, folks. We are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. The answer to your question there, Petruzzi, yes, he has been in here before. I haven't seen him in a while though. So he's been in here a few times. Game will resume here shortly, folks. Judge will be coming to the plate. Yankees are down by 1 run. So a solo shot will tie up the game here, folks. Solo shot will tie up the game. So Sir Anthony Dominguez is in the game, taking over pitching duties as Judge on the first pitch gets a hit and ball goes to right field. He is on there with a 2-out single. So the tying run is at first base. That'll bring up Ben Rice, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Oh, Anna Marie. Yeah, she hasn't been in here in a while either. It's all good. I mean, folks come in, great. If they don't come, great. You know what I mean? Like it's all good. And the pitch to Ben Rice is ball 1. So Judge is 2 for 2 in today's game. Batting average at .422 for Aaron Judge, folks. That is unreal. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Ben Rice. Once again, tying run is on first base. It's a 4-3 game. Yankees have an opportunity here to at least tie up the game. Yeah, Desiree's here. Desiree's always here. Desiree's awesome. Oh, we got my man Jake Boss in the building. What's up, Jake? I'm glad it's not Jacob Boss, because then it would have been 3 Jacobs in here. So it would have been Boss, Petruzzi, and Frederick. But Jake Boss would have had the best last name because he's the boss. You know what I'm saying? He's boss man. As Dominguez throws over to first to check on Judge. Here's the 2-1. That is a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Oh, and do they pick him off? Yep, they picked off Judge, folks. So that is out number 3. Oh, man. That was a waste. Well, that does end the top of the 5th, but Goldschmidt with a solo home run. The Yankees are down now 4-3. Bottom of the 5th coming up. We are in a commercial break. So, yeah, Judge caught stealing. He got picked off. He got caught stealing. Sir Anthony threw over to first. Judge was off to the races, and, yeah, they got him out at second. Oh, well. Petruzzi. Dude, that space, man. Oh my God. Like, I don't know how you all do it in those spaces. I'm surprised you guys still have brain cells. Oh, with all the yelling and the screaming. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It is so funny. My favorite no Yankee player, Ace, man. I don't know. My favorite no Yankee player. I got to think about that one, man. Giku says if Judge reaches 500 good by June, we are going to see the first man hit 400 in decades. That guy's unreal, man. Yeah, I don't have like a favorite no Yankee player. I never thought about it, to be honest with you. Do you have a favorite? But Adley Rutschman is leading things off here in the bottom of the fifth. He is 2 for 2 in today's game. And it is ball one to Adley Rutschman. Tim Hill is on the mound here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 1-0. It's 2-0 now to Adley Rutschman. Okay, Chua. But yeah, Petruzzi, how do you do it on those spaces? I need to know, man. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Adley Rutschman. And Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen. And that pitch is fouled off. It's even at 2-2 now. Oh, you like Tatis? I mean, that's not a bad player. And here's the 2-2. Count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes now. It's funny, but man, it's just like it's just hilarious with all the trash talk. Here's the 3-2. And Rutschman walks. It's a leadoff walk. Here in the bottom of the fifth, Rutschman will take first base. That'll bring up O'Hearn. O'Hearn is 0 for 2 in today's game. And the pitch to O'Hearn is ball one. So it's 1 ball, no strike here to O'Hearn. Giku says Shohei Ohtani. So for me, like one player that I really like and currently, and you know, it's funny, he played for the Red Sox, but he also played for, now he's playing for the Dodgers, funny enough. But I do like Mookie Betts. I am a fan of Mookie Betts. Like I do like Mookie Betts. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he's one of the non-Yankee players that I do enjoy. It's 3-1 here to Ryan O'Hearn, and here's the pitch. It is grounded foul. It is a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner on first, bottom of the fifth, nobody out. Yankees are trailing this game now 4-3. Yeah, Tim Wakefield. So if we're talking about the past, I was and 2 straight walks here by Tim Hill. So Yankees are here in a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the fifth. I was a big Pedro Martinez fan. I know he was a Boston Red Sox. I get that, but it was just like the days when I saw him playing the Expos, and I remember watching him pitch. The guy was just an absolute beast. Like Pedro was awesome. I did like Pedro Martinez. And that does bring up Ramon Laureano to the plate as he takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And it's a grounder hit to Volpe, but could not come up with the ball. So what could have been a double play, Volpe just could not come up with it. And the bases are now loaded. Volpe needed to make that play. Still nobody out. Even if it wasn't a double play, could have gotten the one out there, but that's frustrating. So they're out there. It looks like Matt Blake is out there talking with Tim Hill, just trying to settle him down. So, yeah, not good. Not good. Volpe should have made that play. So it is an error on Anthony Volpe after we were talking about, his defense being so good. So Jackson Holliday's at the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. So the Orioles have a big opportunity here to take a bigger lead now, as he takes strike one from Tim Hill. Fernando Cruz is warming up for the New York Yankees. And Fernando Cruz has just been phenomenal out of the bullpen. And that is a swing and a miss. It's strike two. And here's the 0-2. Oh, it fouls off of Wells' mask, it looked like. Yeah, Judge had something similar. And here's a grounder as Reyes tags and throws over to first. The runner's safe at first. So the Orioles now lead 5-3 with one out and runners on the corners. So Royals now leading by 2 runs. So Reyes gets the ball. He tags out Laureano. Tries to get Holiday out at first, but Holiday is safe. Well, let's see if he tagged him. Was he able to tag him? Oh, he got him. Barely. Oh, Mike Trout. Yeah, Mike Trout is good. Mike Trout is really good, but too many freaking injuries with that guy. That guy gets hurt way too much. That's been his problem. Well, it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Tim Hill's night is over. 7, 8, 9 batters coming up here for the Baltimore Orioles. Fernando Cruz is coming into the game. DM, my guess, maybe there was nobody covering second and he was running towards the runner anyway. He figured he could get the tag and then throw over to first to get the double play. I mean, I'd have to see the replay on it. But Yankees are trailing now 5-3 with one out, runners on the corners. Fernando Cruz is going to be coming into the game. He'll be taking over pitching duties for Tim Hill. So could have easily been 3 outs by now, probably, if Volpe didn't boot that ball. So I don't know. Holiday's dad. I know his dad was also a baseball player too. Did his dad play for the Yankees though? It's a good question. I should know that. Matt Holliday. Yes. Matt Holliday did play for the Yankees. That's right. In 17. He played some years with the Rockies and then played a good amount of years with the St. Louis Cardinals. So yeah, his dad Matt Holliday was a member of the New York Yankees once upon a time. What up, Pasty? Yeah, it's a sloppy ball for sure, man. For sure. Favorite hitter of all time? I'd have to think about that one, man. Yeah, Holiday in 2017. That's right, Brad. But we have Mountcastle at the plate. It's an 0-1 count to Mountcastle, 1 out. So DM, I was a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan. So it's no balls, 1 strike, and swing and a miss on that filthy splitter. It is 0-2 now to Mountcastle. Yankees trying to get out of this inning without having to give up any more runs here. They are down by 2 on a score of 5-3. And here's the 0-2. And he swings and misses on a strikeout for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on first and third. Yankees are losing 5-3. Heston Kjerstad comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game as Fernando Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. And Kjerstad pops that one up. And Grisham looks like he will make the play for out number 3. But the Yankees do give up a run here. So good job to Cruz to close out this inning. We're going to the top of the 6th. Yankees are down 5-3. So their game is far from over. They could still tie up this game. They're only losing by 2. They were losing by 1. It would have been better if they were still losing by 1, but that error could have led to something much worse. I'm just glad that they only gave up that 1 run, and that's all that happened. I mean, usually you already know that when the Yankees make a mistake defensively, it could go from bad to worse. But they only gave up the 1 run. At least they didn't give up 2 or 3 runs, so I'll take that. But the top of the 6th is coming up here for the New York Yankees. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do. Let's see if they can tie it up. Bernie Williams was my favorite Yankee of all time, and he still is my favorite Yankee. That guy, yeah, Bernie's the man. Yeah, Bernie Williams, number 51, is my favorite Yankee player of all time. Just very cool, calm, and collected. You never really heard too much about him. He didn't really cause any problems. He just went there, played the game, and did what he was supposed to do. He did his job. You know what I mean? He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Just a really classy guy. Never caused any problems. I freaking love Bernie Williams, man. Bernie was the man. I loved watching him play too. Oh, nice, Desiree. Yours too? First jersey was Bernie? That's dope. I didn't make a mention of it, Lou. Who said he was? I was gonna say I didn't make a mention of him being a Gold Glove candidate. I mean, all I will say about that is he could be a candidate, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. We'll find that out. Oh, Ichiro was a solid hitter. Yeah, Ichiro was another solid hitter. Oh, okay. Just checking, Lou. I was like, I don't think I said it. And we have Aiken on the mound, and Ben Rice will start things off here in the top of the 6th. Remember when Judge got picked off, Rice was at the plate, so he is beginning things here in the top of the 6th as Keegan Aiken is on the mound. And it's a foul ball. So 0-2 count. I thought it was a fair ball for a second there on that hit. Oh, Bernie was always clutch. Bernie was always clutch. I mean, and especially in the postseason, that guy in October was an absolute. He was absolutely fun to watch, man. He really was. And here's the 0-2. It is fouled. Yeah, Bernie always came through in the clutch. And he was a good center fielder too. I mean, I know maybe there are other players that were maybe better than him defensively, but he still made plays in center field. Like I said, Bernie was my guy. And it's 0-2. Ben Rice fouls that one off. He's still staying alive. So no balls, 2 strikes still to Ben Rice. Yankees are down 5-3. They're down 2 runs right now. As Aiken sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Rice fouls it back again. Nice, Giku. That's awesome. Here's the 0-2. And Ben Rice swings and misses for out number 1. So Ben Rice is 0-3. He just struck out, and that'll bring up Anthony Volpe, who is 0-2 in today's game. Yeah, he does a really good job with the guitar. Indeed. And the pitch to Volpe is ball 1. So the count now to Anthony Volpe is 3-0. So it's 3 balls, no strikes to Anthony Volpe. Worst records in baseball this season: Rockies 4-25, White Sox are 7-22, the Pirates are 11-19. As Volpe takes a strike, it's 3-1 now to Anthony Volpe. Austin Wells is waiting on deck. We have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And here's the 3-1. It's a full count now to Aiken, or to Volpe. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the 3-2. Volpe fouls that one off, still staying alive. Here's the 3-2, and Volpe gets a piece of that, still staying alive. It's still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Aiken sets. Here's the 3-2. And Volpe gets a hit there on a single. Passes the diving Gunnar Henderson. So it's a 1-out single here for Anthony Volpe. Hit that ball really hard. Gunnar Henderson made a dive for it, but it passes him. Yeah, for sure, Giku. And that does bring up Austin Wells. He is 0-2 in today's game as he swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-2 count now to Wells as he's arguing that call. Pablo Reyes is waiting on deck. Just talking with the umpire right now. Yeah, Wells hasn't been doing well. You're right about that, Susan. Volpe's been a little bit better, but again, we need to see more of that consistency. As Aiken sets on the 0-2, here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So Yankees offense averages at 278. They're fifth. Home runs is 15. They're second versus left-handed pitching, that is. As Wells hits that, and that will drop for a single. Volpe is going to third, and it is a single for Austin Wells. We got runners on the corners now with 1 out, as that brings up Pablo Reyes. And Reyes takes strike 1. So Yankees have a couple of runners on. Yankees have runners on first and third with 1 out. As Reyes takes ball 1. So it is a 1-1 count here to Pablo Reyes. And here's the 1-1. That pitch is fouled back. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Jason Dominguez is waiting on deck. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Aiken sets, here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The count is even at 2-2. Oh, and he struck him out looking. I don't know. Yeah, Reyes doesn't look like he liked that call. But 2 outs now. Yeah, got that corner there. He thought it was going to continue going inside. Yeah, he got that bottom corner. Nothing Reyes could have done about that. But now we have Dominguez coming to the plate. Looks like they're having a little meeting there with Aiken. So let's see what Dominguez can do here. Dominguez is 0 for 2 in today's game. One good hit from Dominguez. He could get 2 runners. He could tie up the game here. One really good hit. If he hit a 3-run home run, even better. They take the lead. But once again, Dominguez needs to start improving here against left-handed pitching, but it's gonna take some time. And he takes ball 1 from Aiken. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. 1-1 now to Dominguez, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. And Dominguez fouls off that pitch. It's 1-2 to Jason Dominguez. So 1-2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corners here. As Aiken sets, here's the pitch. Misses on that one. It's even at 2-2. So 2-2 strikes here to Jason Dominguez. Yankees are losing this game 5-3. They're down by 2 runs as Aiken sets. Here's the pitch. Dominguez fouls that one off, still staying alive. So 2-2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on first and third. Volpe at third, Wells at first. Dominguez is at the plate as Aiken sets. Here's the pitch. And Dominguez strikes out looking. And that'll end the inning. That'll go. We are going to go now to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees leave a couple of runners on. And it is still a 5-3 game. We are going to the bottom of the 6th. Commercial. We are in a commercial break right now. So let's see if the Yankees can go 1, 2, 3 without giving up a run and maybe get something going here in the top of the 7th. But they are still down 5-3. So at least for now, I mean, do you want him to? Should we have him go lefty? I mean, once again, he is a switch hitter. See, that was one of the things. That was another thing that they talked about with Dominguez, like being a switch hitter, that they can lead him off. You know, being a switch hitter. Of course, I'm not leading him off now. He's got to improve on the right side before we can even have that conversation. But once again, he's better from the left side. But how do we know if from the left side he'll do better against the left-handed pitching? So, but either way. But once again, folks, I do appreciate every single one of you tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We'll love to get to 1,600. That's the next goal right now. So if we get to 1,600, fantastic. I'd be so ecstatic. But it looks like the bottom of the 6th should start here as Fernando Cruz is back on the mound. It's 3 for 29, 22 strikeouts on splitters this season for Fernando Cruz. Unbelievable. That was a great trade made by Cashman during the offseason to get Fernando Cruz. As Urias is leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th, he takes ball 1. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. It's 1-1 to Urias. And here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. That splitter, I keep saying it over and over again, that splitter is filthy, 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 filthy. It is 1-2 strikes now to Urias. Here's the 1-2. 2 strikes now. 2 strikes now here in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees are down 5-3 in tonight's game. And here's the 2-2. That is fouled off. As Cruz sets here on the 2-2, here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Urias. Here's the payoff. And he struck him out. Urias thought he was going to take first base. Pitch by Fernando Cruz. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Caught the corner there on the fastball. What a pitch. Yeah, just gets it. Just gets it. And now we are back to the top of the lineup. It is Cedric Mullins. He swings and misses on the first pitch. And here's the 0-1. 0-2. So quick 0-2 count here to Mullins. Cruz sets. It's a long set. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Fernando Cruz. Cruz, once again, filthy. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Cruz just doing some great work here. And that brings up Gunnar Henderson. He takes strike 1. Congratulations, Frederick. And it is 0-2 now. Cano's warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Let's play that 2-strike. Gunnar Henderson. As Cruz sets. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. And Fernando Cruz comes in, strikes out the side. And we are going to the top of the 7th. The Yankees are down 5-3. Fernando Cruz, what an outing. What a solid outing. Yeah, Cruz is fantastic. He's been a bright spot in this bullpen. I'm loving it. But we are going to the top of the 7th. We are in a commercial break. But we are in a commercial break. Yankees are losing 5-3. Top of the 7th will be coming up here. Yankees are coming up to bat. Sending a quick text here. I'm sorry, folks. Well, game will resume here shortly. The Yankees will be coming up to bat here in the top of the 7th. As the Yankees are trailing by 2 runs, it's 5-3. As Peraza will lead things off here in the top of the 7th. He is 0 for 2. He fouls off the first pitch. Wow, 76-49. Rockets are winning. That is dirty work. And it is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Oswald Peraza. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Oswald Peraza. We are here in the top of the 7th. The Yankees are down 5-3. As Peraza fouls off that pitch, the count is now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Oswald Peraza. And here's the 2-2. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. As Aiken sets, here's the payoff. And Peraza draws a walk. So it's a leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th. And looks like we are going to have a pitching change. So that I think the Orioles are going to bring in Cano into the game. So a 2-run. If Goldschmidt could get another home run in this game, that would be awesome. So Goldschmidt, Grisham, Judge is who is due up. Cano is coming into the game to pitch for the Baltimore Orioles. And we are in a commercial break. So let's see what Goldie can do. All right, we're in a commercial break. So Yankees have Peraza on first base, and Goldschmidt will be up to bat when we get back from commercial break. Cano is coming into the game to pitch for the Baltimore Orioles. Reyes is garbage. Well, it looks like we are back to the game here. Game will start here shortly. And now we have Yennier Cano on the mound, who will be facing Paul Goldschmidt here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt hits a grounder. Oh, bobbles and still gets him out at first base, but Peraza does move over to second. So we have a runner on second base. Urias bobbled the ball. Goldschmidt couldn't beat out the play, but Urias still makes the play after bobbling the ball. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And Peraza is at second base now. So it's 1 out with a runner on second, folks. And that'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. And he is 1 for 2 in today's game as Grisham pops that one up to left field. And Laureano makes the diving catch, and Peraza tags up, and he makes it safely to third base as he takes a hit away from Trent Grisham. It's 2 outs here in the inning, but a nice diving catch there by Laureano. But Peraza did tag up. He is at third, so we have a runner on third base with 2 outs now. And that does bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. A home run will tie up the game here for the Yankees. It's 1-0 now to Aaron Judge. Devin Williams is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Judge is 2 for 2 in today's game. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Aaron Judge. So this is a big at bat here for the captain. And Ben Rice is waiting on deck. Peraza is at third base. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Aaron Judge as Cano sets. Here's the pitch. And that gets through for a single. That'll score Oswald Peraza. And it's a 5-4 game. Aaron Judge is 3 for 3 in today's game. Unbelievable. It's a 5-4 game now. The tying run now is on first base. Ben Rice is coming to the plate here, folks. So it's a hit to the left side. Urias and Henderson both dive, but could not come up with the ball. And there will be a pitching change here. So it's a 5-4 game. The Yankees are trailing by 1 run once again. Ben Rice, Volpe, Wells are due up here in the top of the 7th. So let's see if the Yankees can tie up the game. The tying run is on first base, folks. The tying run is on first base, and we are in a commercial break. I believe they're bringing in Gregory Soto into the game. So let's see if the Yankees can tie it up here. Big, big opportunity coming up for the New York Yankees. But we are in a commercial break. Game will resume here shortly. So let's see what Ben Rice can do. So going to be a big at bat here coming up. So let's see what Ben Rice does. But it is the top of the 7th. It's 2 outs. Yankees are trailing 5-4. Yankees down by 1 run. We have a runner on first. So Gregory Soto is in the game. Left-handed pitcher. He's taking over pitching duties here for the Baltimore Orioles. Ben Rice is coming to the plate here. So it'll be a lefty versus lefty matchup. So tying run is on first base as Aaron Judge takes his lead at first. Gregory Soto sets. And the first pitch is ball 1. Rice is 0 for 3 in today's game, but he has an opportunity to tie up the game as Judge is the tying run on first base. And did he go? Yes, he did. He couldn't hold up. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. As Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck, he is 1 for 3 in today's game. And that ball gets away. Bad throw. As Judge will go to second base. So the tying run now is at second base here, folks. Tying run is at second base. Soto threw over to first. It was a bad throw. No chance of Mountcastle making that catch. Ball gets away. And the tying run is at second base now. It's a 1-1 count to Ben Rice. Once again, the tying run is at second as Soto sets. Here's the pitch. And that ball is drilled deep into right field. But play is made by Kjerstad for out number 3. And it's a 5-4 game. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. He just missed a home run. Would have been a 2-run shot, but he just missed it, folks. But, oh, man, what an inning that was. So we are going to the top of the 7th. We are in a commercial break. I'm going to take a small break, and I'll leave you all with some tunes, and I will be right back. All right. Looks like we are back to the game here. So bottom of the 7th. Here for the Baltimore Orioles. Adley Rutschman is leading things off. Devin Williams is in the game here, folks. Rutschman is 2 for 2. Here's the pitch from Williams. And it's a grounder. Nice play by Peraza. And he throws over to first. And he gets him out. Beautiful play there by Peraza. That's what I'm talking about. So 1 pitch, 1 out there in the bottom of the 7th. Outstanding play. Great play by Peraza. Great freaking play. What a play. Peraza nicely comes up with that ball. And, yeah, what a throw. So 1 out here. And here we have O'Hearn at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Ball 1 from Devin Williams. So Devin Williams taking over pitching duties here today. And here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to O'Hearn. So let's see how Devin Williams does here in the bottom of the 7th. As you all know, Devin Williams is been taken out of the closer role, so it'll be a little bit till he gets back into it, so he can start making his improvements. And that is a strike on O'Hearn. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ryan O'Hearn, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Orioles are winning this game 5-4. Here in the bottom of the 7th, we have 1 out as Williams sets on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. That pitch is high. It is 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to O'Hearn as Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And he walks him. So we have Laureano coming to the plate. So a walk issued by Williams. So runner is on first. So based on that replay, it looked like a strike, but Williams does not get the call. And now we have Laureano at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. First pitch by Williams is a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Ramon Laureano, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Laureano. Yankees losing this game right now, 5-4, losing by 1 run. Runner on first for the Orioles. It's a 1-1 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th as Williams sets here on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here. So let's see if Williams could get a strikeout. Count is 1-2 to Laureano. Williams sets. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now to Laureano. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is a 2-2 count. The count is even as that ball hits the dirt. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first, bottom of the 7th here, as Williams is trying to have a good 7th inning here. As he sets here on the 2-2, here's the pitch. Inside, it is a full count now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, strikeout, and they caught him stealing. A double play. A strikeout, and they caught the runner stealing. So they're going to review it probably. Strikeout to Laureano. Wells throws out the runner at second. So we're trying to steal second. Let's check that replay. It was O'Hearn. And he does look like he is out, but I don't know. Looks like it is being, but it looks like he's out though. Oh yeah, they got him. I think they got him. Yeah, strike him out, throw him out. You couldn't have asked for a better ending double play there. So I don't know if I think it's still under review, but they definitely got him though. Yep, they confirmed it. The runner is out, so that does end the bottom of the 7th. So top of the 8th inning coming up here, folks. So we're getting down to the end of the game here. And the Yankees are down 5-4, top of the 8th coming up. So the Yankees bats have a big opportunity here to try and tie this game up and to hopefully take the lead. So they got to get something going here. But that was a good strike him out, throw him out play there. The Yankees got out of that one great. So I'm happy with that. But good inning for Williams. You know, he gave up that walk, but still got the job done in the 7th inning. So, you know, I think right now, just with Devin Williams, he's just building himself back up. And hopefully, once he gets himself built back up, inevitably the Yankees, it sounds like Boone is going to put him back in the closing situation, and hopefully he does improve as a closer. Hopefully he does better in the closing role, because we know who the Yankees traded for, right? There was a reason why the Yankees traded for Devin Williams. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the Yankees can do. Hey, D's channel. What's up, D's channel? How you doing? But the Yankees bats have to get something going here in the top of the 8th. So it's a 5-4 game. Yankees have a day off tomorrow. They have a 3-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays starting on Friday. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Padres come into town. They have a day off on Thursday. Then they fly out to the West Coast to play against the A's. So Yankees got a little bit of a schedule ahead of them. And Brian Baker is in the game today for the Baltimore Orioles. He is taking over pitching duties here. And we are here in the top of the 8th. Anthony Volpe is leading things off. And he takes ball 1. Volpe is 1 for 3 in today's game. Batting average right now at .237 with 5 home runs, 19 RBIs. OPS is at .779 as he takes ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Volpe. And Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the bullpen. Baker sets. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now to Volpe. As Austin Wells is waiting on deck. Here's the 3-0. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. As Baker sets. Here's the 3-1. And Volpe fouls that one off. It is 3-2 now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. And here's the payoff. And Volpe walks. So it is a leadoff walk here in the top of the 8th. That'll bring up Austin Wells. And here we have Austin Wells at the plate. Baker sets. Here's the pitch. And Wells pops that one up into the infield. And Holiday makes the play for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Pablo Reyes. Actually, no. Cody Bellinger is going to be pinch hitting here for Reyes. So Cody Bellinger is going to be coming into the game to pinch hit for Pablo Reyes. So Pablo Reyes' night is over. So let's see what Bellinger could do. So tying run, folks, is on first base. So Bellinger stepping into the plate. One out here, top of the eighth. Runner on first, tying run on first. It's a 5-4 game. Bellinger pinch hitting for Reyes as Baker throws over to first to check on Volpe. So let's see what Bellinger could do here in the pinch hit situation as Baker sets. Here's the pitch. Ball one to Cody Bellinger. So it's 1 ball, no strike here to Cody Bellinger. Volpe has a lead, and Bellinger takes strike 1. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike. As Jason Dominguez is waiting on deck. Baker sets. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for strike. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Bellinger does call time. Volpe takes the lead at first. Baker sets. Here's the 1-2. Bellinger fouls off that pitch. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cody Bellinger. Tying run is at first base. Volpe takes the lead here. And Bellinger strikes out for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. So it is up to Jason Dominguez to try and get the tying run in. So let's see what Dominguez does with this at bat. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. And the pitch to Dominguez is ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count here to Dominguez. Let's see if the Martian can get something going. What's up there, William? As Baker sets. And throws over to first to check on Volpe. So it's 1 ball, no strike here to Dominguez. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Dominguez. And Peraza's warming up, or he's on deck, as Dominguez takes 3-0 now. So it's 3 balls, no strikes to Dominguez. It's a 3-0 count with 2 outs here. As Baker sets, pitches, it is 3-1 now to Dominguez. And here's the 3-1. 3-2 now. It's a full count. So that'll release Volpe from first base. So big moment here. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And swings and misses. That is the end of the top of the 8th. So back-to-back strikeouts there for Baker. And that is the end of the top of the 8th. And Orioles still leading by 1 run. We are going to a commercial break here, so the game will resume here shortly. Yeah, agreed there, D's channel. Agreed. Well, it ain't over. It ain't over. They have the top of the ninth, so let's hope that they can make something happen in the top of the ninth. But the Yankees bats could not come through there in the top of the eighth. But we are going to the bottom of the eighth now. But I do appreciate every single one of you hanging out, all you guys and gals hanging out for the play-by-play. So make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, you're watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Appreciate all the new subscribers. It does mean the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so looks like Peraza's taking over second. Cabrera's taking over third. So that is your infield now. Goldschmidt, Volpe still in the game. Mark Leiter Jr. taking over pitching duties here in the bottom of the eighth. And the first pitch to Jackson Holliday is a strike. And he is 1 for 3 in today's game. So 0-1 count to Jackson Holliday. Here's the pitch to Holliday. It is 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now to Jackson Holliday. Bautista is warming up in the bullpen for the Baltimore Orioles. He will come in the ninth inning, the top of the ninth inning, to close out this game, to try and close out this game. Appreciate you there, William. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jackson Holliday as Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the pitch. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Jackson Holliday. Here's the 2-2, 3-2 now. And Mountcastle is waiting on deck for the Baltimore Orioles. And here's the payoff. And he struck him out looking. Nice strikeout there by Mark Leiter Jr. Let me try to jump a little bit ahead here, folks. I think I'm slagging a little bit behind here. So let me do my thing. All right, so it looks like Mountcastle grounded out. Or he lined out, actually. He lined out to Anthony Volpe. So it is 2 outs here in the bottom of the eighth. That does bring up Heston Kjerstad, who was 1 for 3 in today's game. And the pitch from Mark Leiter Jr. is strike one to Kirstead. And there's a single up the middle there for Kirstead as he keeps the bottom of the eighth alive. So Kirstead gets a single. Kirstead will be on first base, keeping the inning alive. Dylan Carlson is pinch running for Kirstead, and Urias is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. As ball one is thrown to Urias. So it's 1 ball, no strike here to Urias as Leiter Jr. sets, checks the runner at first. Oh, hey, Petruzzi, hey, look, as soon as you came in, look there, Petruzzi, look what's happening.
Ooh, you suck.
One more time, Petruzzi.
Ooh, you suck.
Third time, Petruzzi.
Ooh, you suck.
You're welcome, Petruzzi. As Urias hits that, it's a slow roller, and no play is made. Runners are safe. As soon as you came into the chat, Petruzzi, you brought that bad luck. Way to go, bro. Now we got runners on first and second, and Mullins is coming up to the plate. We are back to the top of the order. Nah, it won't be in my sleep. It's going to be in your sleep, though. You'll be dreaming about it. You're going to wake up sweating from nightmares. But we got runners on first and second now, and it looks like Matt Blake is coming out to talk to Mark Leiter Jr. just to try and settle him down. As Cedric Mullins is at the plate, he is 1 for 4 in today's game. Right, Stephen B? That's my newest addition to the soundboard. Nah. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I close out all the spaces there, buddy. Sorry to break the news to you. As Mark Leiter Jr. sets, first pitch to Mullins is ball 1. 1-0 count to Cedric Mullins. Runners take their lead on first and second. We got runners on first and second here with 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. It's a 5-4 game. As Leiter Jr. sets, here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1. You ain't getting nothing there, Petruzzi. And once again, you expecting payment, this is what I got to say.
Boo, you suck.
Yeah, one more time.
Boo, you suck.
You're going to hear it every time. Every time you make a silly comment, that's what you're going to hear. And Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mullins. As Leiter Jr. sets, here's the pitch. It is 2-2 now to Mullins. And Gunnar Henderson is on deck for the Baltimore Orioles. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on here in the bottom of the 8th. Leiter Jr. sets, throws over to second, almost got him caught there. But he does get back. It's still a 2-2 count here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on here, bottom of the 8th. Leiter Jr. sets. Love to get out of the sitting. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out as Mullins strikes out swinging. And we are going to the top of the 9th as Bautista is going to make his way to the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. So we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here momentarily. So big top of the 9th coming up here for the New York Yankees. Anyone but Leiter. Well, Leiter just got out of that inning. So we are going to the top of the 9th. As I believe it's going to be the 9-1-2 batters coming up, I think. We'll see here soon. Yeah, it'll be the 9-1-2 batters. So Peraza, Goldschmidt, Grisham. That is who is due up in the top of the 9th. So let's see if the Yankees can at least tie up the game and make something happen. I would assume so. He was warming up in the bullpen. So Felix Bautista is in the game for the Baltimore Orioles. He's going to try and close out this game. They pinched hit for Pablo Reyes there, Stephen B. So it's Peraza, Goldschmidt, Grisham due up. So Oswald Peraza is stepping into the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Bautista sets, let me get this game cast up. I do apologize. There we go. And here's the pitch. And Peraza hits that one, and Laureano and Henderson are both making the run, and Laureano makes the play, or no, excuse me, it was Dylan Carlson that makes the play in foul territory. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So Yankees are 2 outs away from losing this game, possibly. So, and that does bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who is 1 for 4 in today's game. And it is 0-1 to, or excuse me, 1-0 to Paul Goldschmidt. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt as Bautista sets. Here's the 1-0. Goldschmidt fouls that pitch off. It is 1-1 now. So Grisham is on deck. As Bautista sets. Here's the pitch. And that is called a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch did look a little outside, but umpire didn't think so. So it is 1-2. Here's the pitch. Misses on that one. The count now is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt. As Bautista sets here on the 2-2. And here's the pitch. As Goldschmidt pops that one up. And it is out of play. So still staying alive here on the 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt as Bautista sets. Here's the 2-2. And it's a grounder hit to Henderson. Throws over to first. And it is out number 2. The Yankees are now 1 out away. And there's my man Gusto. You said it was your daughter's play or something? How was your daughter's play, man? And this does bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. It was great. Good, man. I'm glad to hear. Glad to see that. She did a good job. Nice. What was the name of the play? What was the play, man? So 0-1 count to Trent Grisham here. As Bautista sets, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Grisham. Nice. And Furnace, you finished a little sparring session. Beautiful, bro. I plan on doing that tomorrow night, actually. Get a little sparring in. My man. You wear headgear? You wear headgear there in Furnace? Judges waiting on deck. It's an 0-2 count here to Trent Grisham as Bautista sets. And here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. This game is over. The Yankees lose this series 2 out of 3. Not the result we wanted. Wasted opportunities, indeed. Okay, so you do wear headgear? Nice, man. Good. Feathers, friends, and fantastic hats. Okay, Gusto. But oh man, that was brutal. So I just want to see something for the Yankees. Yeah, they were 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. And they left 7 runners on base. But honestly, that whole thing started from Carlos Carrasco having a very bad inning when he gave up those 4 runs. When the Yankees were up 2-0, and then they gave up, and then unfortunately they gave up the lead. But fortunately, the Yankees lose the series. It sucks. Another series lost. And it can't happen. The Yankees are now 18-13. So yeah, gotta fire. Right, Stephen B. But let's see what's happening. I want to mainly look at the Red Sox game. I think they were playing. Let's see here. Well, the Red Sox Blue Jays game right now is tied up at 6 in the bottom of the 8th, so it'll be interesting to see how that game ends up. Yankees are 18-13, so if the Red Sox win tonight, they'll be 18-14. which means they'll be half a game behind. So let's see if the Blue Jays can beat the Red Sox. I mean, the AL East really. I mean, nobody. I mean, luckily for the Yankees, they're not. None of the other teams are really doing much of anything either. But yeah, this is a crappy loss, though, man. That should have never it should have never happened. But it started with Carrasco. So Yankees on the road to 500. Let's hope not, man. You know. But yeah, that was just a crappy game, man. That sucked. You know, it was great when they had that 2-0 lead, right? I mean, granted, you know, the Orioles are going to fight back. That's just what they do, right? Like the Rays, they're a pesky team. You know, they're not going to give up. But you know, Carrasco just had a very bad outing. You know, he gave up those 4 runs, and the bats just had zero answer. So, you know, Carrasco just couldn't hold on to the lead. The Orioles bats just had their number. It's as simple as that, you know. Cody has the worst pinch hit at bat I've seen. That was pretty bad, man. That was pretty bad. I was hoping for something better than what he had right there. That was just terrible. But yeah. I'm not happy about this loss. They should have. No, they actually lost the series against Cleveland. So, what was the last series that they won? I'll tell you right now, there, David. Actually, the last series that they won was just this past weekend against the Blue Jays, because they lost on Friday, and then they won the doubleheader on Sunday. So this past weekend, so last weekend. But they lost the series to the Orioles. It should have been a series that they should have won. Sorry, but like they should have won. They should have won the series, but they didn't. That was just a disappointing series to me. Yeah. So they won this past weekend, but they should have won this series. You know, they should have won. But you know, the only bright spot was really yesterday's game when the bats were just on fire. But clearly, bats try to get something going. I mean, both of the games that they lost against the Orioles in the series was by 1 run. So, you know, it's not like the Yankees completely gave up. They should have taken the series, though. I mean, 100% they should have taken the series. There was really no excuses for it. But whatever, man. Yeah, you tuned in back for the L. But as far as the L goes, I'm blaming that on Peraza, because as soon as he came in, yeah. I don't know if he's still in the chat. But it's your fault, Peraza. But yeah, they lost this game 2 out of 3. Another series lost. They're continuing to lose these series that they should be winning. They should clearly be winning. I just hope that this doesn't, you know, bite them in the butts later on in the season, right? Like Desiree's saying, let's just hope it doesn't sting them. And Furnace is like Peraza for the L. Everybody going after Peraza. See, now you know how it feels, Peraza. But you know, once again, let's see what the Yankees. You know, they got to get their reinforcements coming back. I mean, we can't see Carrasco for much longer. I mean, he's going to be in the rotation till Luis Hill gets back. I mean, can't wait to see Luis Hill gets back. Hopefully we see Giancarlo at some point. So Giancarlo Stanton, I mean, he's got to make a comeback. Yankees need a righty bat in that lineup. So Giancarlo hopefully will help when he gets back. Sounds like he's making progress. Obviously, their bullpen is doing everything that they possibly can. So, but yeah, that's where we're at, though, folks. But yeah, this series was ridiculous. They should have won. They should have won 2 out of 3. I'm sorry, they should have won two out of 3. But well, Desiree, he did begin a throwing program. Hill did begin a throwing program on Sunday. That's the news right now. So I think he's still on his throwing program. So they're going to, he's slowly but surely going to be making his comeback. He'll probably have his throwing program, make sure he's good there, have his rehab games, and hopefully, I would imagine he'd be making his comeback here in June. He didn't really have a spring training, so he'll have his rehab games. Yeah, June or July. I mean, you got to let him take his time. Oh, and Furnace, you got a fight coming up in August? Bro, you got to let me know the details on that. If you get it on YouTube or something, let me know, man. I would love to watch your fight. I'll be rooting for you. Hell yeah. Get in there, get it, bro. I'm gonna root for you. Hell yeah. Shout out to Infernus, man, stepping into the ring. That's never an easy thing to do. I'll tell you all that much right now. Competing in combat sports is not easy. But anyway, folks, I'm going to end the live stream here. I'm going to end the live stream here. Disappointing series. It was lame. It was whack. It was stupid. Whatever you want to call it. Series sucked. They should have won, but they didn't. So on to the next one, folks. But the Yankees are off tomorrow, so they have a day off tomorrow. Go back to Yankee Stadium. They host the Rays on starting on Friday. It'll be a 3-game series. So let's hope the Yankees can bounce back and get a series win at least, right? And let's see what they can do. But the Yankees lose this game tonight. They lose a series. And on to the next. Oh, I need a channel. I thought about I might create a fight channel one day, talking about upcoming UFC fights or whatever. So I don't know. Well, that's kind of like in the works. But anyway, folks, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you all. I don't know when I'll see you all. Friday for sure. I might do a little something for the members for tomorrow. Don't hold me to that, but just look out. Just be on the lookout. But anyway, folks, hit the like button on the way out. I would appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. And as always, let's go Yankees. Have a great night, everyone.